everybody, welcome back to the Grognards Computer Corner, and we are continuing our playthrough of Fulda Gap 85 from John Tiller Software, doing scenario number 15, Next Stop Aschaffenburg, and we are moving into turn 2. I wanted to give a real quick shout out, U.S. Patriot. I did get your message, and U.S. Patriot is a frequent commenter on my channel, and I always appreciate it because they always give really good and insightful and thoughtful comments. He actually had the idea of taking this northern force and instead of trying to jam it right down the throat of the troops at Lower on Main, shifting them south, hook up with the main thrust, and support the thrust down here. Excellent idea. There's only one little problem, my friend. Yeah, this river. I can't get across this river. I got no engineer units up here, so I'm kind of forced to go in through Lower Main. It is a good idea. It's a great suggestion. I appreciate that you gave it to me, and I want the rest of you guys to give me comments, ideas, suggestions, what you'd like to see me play out on the battlefield as well. Kind of make it kind of an interactive. I take some of the best ideas and tactics and maybe throw them into the gameplay. So let us go ahead and start on what our turn is going to be. This is turn 2 of 25. Now, what I usually start off with is I make sure I get all my arrived units, my reinforcements. So we got another tank battalion. Let's see, where do they show up at? More tanks up here, more T-55s. 70 T-55s, and some more 122 artillery. Yep, 122 artillery. Let's see, those guys are disrupted. Another artillery. Setup required. They're not set up yet. Crap. Alrighty. So let's. What's the scheduled? We want arrived. Ooh, helicopters. Let's see. We got some hens. We got some reconnaissance, and we've got some light infantry. It looks like. All right. And 7th Division headquarters. Ooh, artillery. Lovely artillery. 152 millimeter, and it's tracked, so I don't have to worry about 7 that. Plus headquarters for 7th Tank Division. All right, that's good to know what we got as reinforcements. Let's go ahead and take a look at. This is going to be loud. Oh no, okay, okay. So the wheeled artillery doesn't need to set up, so we actually have access to artillery this time. Unfortunately, I think everything's out of range. Let's take a look. Take a look over at the hard right here. Range of 9, range of 10. 1, 2. Oh yeah, you probably can't see it because my big fat face is in the way down here. But trust me, there's headquarters and artillery units down there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, not even anywhere close to it, right? So we're gonna have to move those guys up. All right. Let's go ahead and start with this guy over here. 4 vehicles disrupted. I mean, let's just go ahead and pull them back. Movement allowance exceeded. All right, these guys, let's take them out of. But that does mean I now know they're there. Let's see. Got to keep an eye on those little binoculars that tell you what you've spotted. All right, well, the first thing, obviously, is we need to get these engineers up, and we got to start clearing the minefields. As long as they don't get hit or disrupted, they should be able to clear that minefield next turn. That'll open up this this pathway here. Let's see, both of these guns need to be set up. Range of 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're not in the best position, but I can also throw fire up north a little bit, so I guess we'll go ahead and leave them there. So we got mech infantry there. Okay, let's not worry about this regiment down here. Let's take a look at what we're going to do about, because if we remember from last time, the NATO forces pushed across the river, which I wasn't really expecting. It's too bad those guns aren't set up. I'd love to drop like a minefield right there. So we have to deal with some of these guys. So you know what? Let's go ahead and soak up some of their fire. And yeah, helicopter units always have to be put into travel mode if you want them to be able to fly. And if you notice, they got really high movements. And the good thing is when they're flying, it only costs 4 movement points per hex. So they've got some pretty good movement ranges. Of course, each turn is 3 hours, so you'd think they'd be able to cross a lot of territory in that time. Let's go ahead and put them up here. Let's see, since it's a recon, I wonder if I can do a recon. Recon spotting. Okay, now recon spotting is something that recon units can do. Burns up 1/3 of their movement, and everything that's in range becomes spotted. And it won't let me do that. All right, well, let's... Okay, we already know those leopards are there, so let's go ahead and sacrifice them. He gets shot at. Already one shot down. Whee! But I now spot all those units, so that's good. The infantry, they're kind of more of a blocking force. I don't think I'm going to do anything really with them or commit them. But let's just go ahead. There. Crap. Sometimes it's better to move hex by hex than letting the computer do it. So we'll go ahead. That looks good. We like that right there. Now we got some hens. My biggest threat up here are those leopards. So guess who we're going hunting, boys and girls? All right. Yeah, because they're already up to 74 fatigue. They're almost at the threshold to reduce them 1 level. He's got 20 movement left. Can't shoot anything. It's always a good idea to not leave helicopter units adjacent to enemy units. Let's go ahead and pull him back there. Okay, so we burned off some defensive fire already. So, Disrupt dead. So let's go ahead and move him there. Yeah, didn't set off any fire, but he does not have any movement left to fire. Now, it's probably going to be the same with these guys. Well, let's take a look. Let us check if I can find it. Parameter data, and go down to movement. Movement cost: foot, ski, bicycle, horse, motorcycle, motorized. I believe that would be, okay, tracked. So we're going to be going into a forest. So a forest is 36 movement points. And I think I'm going uphill, which will also, let's see, is there, no, I guess there isn't any for ridge lines. Unless I'm missing it, which is always possible. Okay. So 84 minus 36, 40 something, should have some action points left to fire. Now I'll be catching defensive fire from these Panzer Grenadiers here, which, you know, they hard 18. What's my defense? Defense 24, okay, but the 28, yeah. All right, so let's move. But I do have movement left. So. Hey. Okay, now this is one thing I will say that does kind of slightly irritate me about the game. The damage scaling to me seems all off. Basically, we've got 3 hours of for each turn, and I basically spent, you know, maybe an hour, hour and a half, an hour and 15 minutes shifting those units into that hex. 46 tanks were firing at 9 vehicles, and in an hour and a half, I knocked out one. Damage scaling just doesn't seem to be as brutal as I would assume a Third World War combat situation would be. So anyways, go ahead. Let's see this rifle battalion. We want to get them up there helping as well. Let's see how many. Okay, that's 460. We're looking at the hex stacking 460 plus another 460 would be 920, which would be real close to maximum. Make sure I got the movement to get in there, but I don't want to go here because I don't want to be caught in the open. Yep, movement allowance succeeded. Can't get him up there. That's fine. All right. What to do with these guys? You know, we've got NATO kind of pushing out over here. So let's go ahead and have some fun with them. Let's take one vehicle first. A little bit of U.S. toes. Hard. 18 versus my defense of 25. Now, I wish I really knew what the combat chart was. There really isn't one that's provided, or if there is, I've never been able to find it. So I don't know what exactly the breakdown for the numbers in the combat charts are. I wish I did. Again, that's one of those things. One of the complaints I have about a lot of computer games is a lot of stuff goes on underneath the hood that they don't tell you about. So we'll go ahead and keep moving. Knocked out another vehicle. Well, these are just T-55s. So. That is actually pretty nice. Alright, we definitely put a serious hurt on the Americans. Bumped their fatigue over 103, which dropped their morale by one category. Okay, we're happy with that. Let's see, mech infantry. I think I want to commit the mech infantry up here. They're setting up air battalion, anti-aircraft. Now these only have a range of about 1 or 2. Let's get him right there so we can kind of cover what we've got here. And let's go ahead and move these guys up. Every time you move, and if the enemy has active air units, you have a chance of your stuff getting bombed, which is what we just saw right there. Fortunately, they didn't do very much. So let's go ahead and take them out of travel mode. Get these guys across the river here. Okay, let's try to get him with the other. Okay, not going to be able to take him out. Really wish I had more movement with them. Oops, I moved both of them. So let's go ahead and move the anti-aircraft up a little bit as well. Give us some more coverage. Take them out of travel mode. All right, so I think we're kind of good right here. Let's take a look down here. We got the headquarters on the whole parcel of artillery. Okay, let's just take the headquarters first. Actually, no, let's go ahead and let's see. What's the hex? 500 and yeah, we don't want to move them up there. Moving both those units into this hex will overstack it. We don't want to do that. What am I looking at here? Yeah, overstacked. Oopsie. Oops. I could stop that. You know what? I'm going to lock the wheel zoom so I don't do that anymore. All right. What are the range on these guys? 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's not the best position for them. We'll leave them there for the time being. And now down here, where the artillery and the headquarters you can't see because of my big fat bald head that's got light shining off of it. Let's go ahead and just move them up with him. Yeah, 875, getting close to overstacking. And these guys themselves, yeah, 520, that's fine. Move them there. Now, as soon as we get this minefield out of here, we'll be able to open up this congestion. I don't want to move into there because even though there's pass through, it'll still take some damage. All right, so we're kind of set down here. Now let's move up north here. And yeah, U.S. Patriot, I wish I was actually considering taking your advice, but that river just prevents me from doing it. So we are going to be looking at having to cross, do a forced crossing. So, recon. Sorry. Absorb fire. You know, I think I'm not in position to attack yet, so let's go ahead and attack. Let's keep up the fire. Hey, nice. We like it. And increase the 11 then for 2 choppers. We can accept that. Plus, it kind of sucked up some of the defensive fire. Unfortunately, my range is only 1. So, you know, let's just go completely unrealistic and keep firing it. Yeah, no offense. Overstacked the hex, and yeah, an entire regiment in a 1 kilometer hex, not a good thing. But next turn they'll be able to move out of there. We keep them there because we want them to set up. Okay, these guys, let's go ahead and have him join here and take him out of movement mode so he can start setting up. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna have it's. Yeah, let's take 1 tank unit and see if I can get him up here joined with that tank unit. But I'm going to be running into the overstack penalty there. Yeah, okay, he made it, which is good. And take him out of travel mode. And what are we looking at? It's 520. That'll be another 500. So, all right, let's go with this guy. Move them up to there. Not quite overstacked. And then this guy will go here. And we'll take him out of travel mode. Not close to being overstacked. All right. So that's movement. Artillery moved up, or they're in the process of setting up, so we haven't got anything. So let's take a look at our air units. What have we got for air? We got 4 frog footers and 4 fitters. 1, 2, 3. No, 3 frog footers and 3 fitters, flights of fitters. Okay, you know what? Let's go ahead and use this now. Go ahead and hit them with the frog footers. Now there is a chance that enemy aircraft will intercept. We'll see what happens. Formation intercepted by enemy SAM units. Assault, we're doing air. Let's throw some more fog. Oops. Got to make sure you have the cursor over the hex you want to hit when you hit the air button. But if you'll notice, there was 26 frog footers, and doing a couple passes with ground attack munitions, they took out 2 vehicles. Again, all my training and everything I've led to believe, probably a little bit more deadly than this. Although I will say this game is not quite as deadly as Flashpoint Campaigns. Flashpoint Campaigns is very, very deadly. Very deadly. All right, let's look at what air units we have left. Well, those fitters are night, so we'll save them for the night. We got another Frogfoot here and a fitter, but they're not outfitted for night. So I got basically 2 more ground attacks I can use. 6 vehicles. Yeah, let's see. We can see them. So yeah, let's go ahead and hit these guys as well. Because I mean, they're Pattons. Yeah, hard at 30. Defense of 24. What am I? 18. Yeah. Okay. So even those Pattons are going to give my T-55 some headaches. So let's go ahead and hit them with the Frogfoots. All right. And hit them with the fitters that are not set for night. Ah, good. Disrupted them completely. I think. Maybe it disrupted my air units. Annoying. Alright, so actually we don't want them next to the enemy units. Let's just go ahead and pull them back. We can use them next turn to soak up fire. Alright, that's it for my turn. Let's see what the NATO decides to do. Probably won't be able to talk very much over the scream and the whine of the guns, but I'll try to. Like I said, I wish I could turn the sound down. There's just no way for me to affect. I can either turn it completely off or have it on, and I kind of like having it on. So I'll try to talk over and give commentary as we watch what the mines. NATO has a lot of fast guns. Still moving up. Interesting. Looks like some of my aircraft tried to bomb his stuff in the move, but it didn't do any good. Looks like he's got units moving up. Still pushing across the river. Forward defense. Now his units are now starting to pull back. Okay. again. Hit once. All right, reinforcements arrived. Air units available. Resist chemicals still 8. Artillery mines still 5. 3 artillery units set up out of 3 check. Thank goodness. 3 units recovered fatigue. 1 unit recovered losses. And cleared the rubble for mines. All right, so let's go ahead and start off like we did last time and get the schedule. Oops, not scheduled. We want arrived. Okay. More units down south that you can't see because of my big fat head in the way. Supply unit. Okay. Recon and more infantry and more tanks. Please tell me I got some. Ooh, and we got some more helicopters. All right. Helicopter infantry. Please tell me I got a ZSU in there. No, I do have ZSUs. Thank God. All right. Now, here's where it gets a little annoying. See these guys right here? They're kind of keeping me from moving to try to flank to try to get around this congestion. Let's see. We've got 17 Abrams. Definitely have a traffic jam going on. All right, what to do? Well, we've got one gun set up. Can we see those? Nope. We can see them. So let's go ahead and throw some artillery. Fire and empty roads by the next. I swear to God, sometimes I'm a dumbass. All right, let's go ahead and just get these guys out of there. Really, as what they're supposed to be doing, kind of pointless. No sense giving the enemy free points. So let's go ahead and this is going to be painful. So 46 vehicles firing at 17 M1's Abrams. So let's see what we can do. 1 loss disrupted. Absolutely annoying. So, well, we might as well go ahead. 5 men disrupted. 5 men disrupted. Disrupted and low ammo. Let's go ahead and move them back. Pull them back a little bit. And let's see, we've got some anti-aircraft vehicles. So let's go ahead and get them. I'm not going to fire this turn, but they can fire next turn. Another Apache. Good. Whoops. I don't exactly want that yet. Put the helicopters into travel mode. Part of me wants to stick them right there, but in the long run, it's not really going to do me anything. Yeah, we'll just keep them there for now. Let's see, recon. Well, let's just go ahead and stick you there since you're not going to be helping much. And we don't want to get the traffic jam any worse. So there's the rest of my artillery. There's the rest of the artillery. So let's go ahead and take the artillery and whoops, move them up with the rest of the artillery. Get them out of march mode so they can start setting up. Traffic jam. Traffic jam. Moving them as they're overstacked. Burned through way too many points. Alrighty. Let's see what we got down here. We got these hens. These hens need to go hunting. We got a bunch of patents right there. We're going hunting patents. Into the range of anti-aircraft. So we got the engineers. We want to get them up close to start being able to bridge across, but if they get too close, those guys are going to start firing at them. So let's take some of our traffic jam back here and move them up and clear the first river. Actually, we have artillery now. Now let's hold off on the artillery. It's already 392 there, 430. That's what, 800. If I get another stack of infantry, it'll be overstacked the heck, so we don't want to do that. So might as well move the engineers up. Now let's see if we have enough movement points left. I don't have enough movement points, so we'll have to start bridging operations next turn. So move the AD vehicle up. Yep, those guys all did theirs. Shift these guys here. Grenadiers. Go ahead and keep the pressure up. Chasing the German Panzer Grenadiers down. Let's see, it's 50. He's disrupted. Yeah. All of his movement to move 1x. Let's see. Helicopter squadron. You know what? Let's go ahead and commit them as well. Get them and help trying to clear out. And the reconnaissance. Let's just go ahead and stick up there in general purpose. We got that. We got that. Lots of infantry. Yeah, let's go ahead and move one there. Take another infantry right there. Get those guys out of movement mode. And we'll start raining. Okay, yeah. Start raining fire. this T72. Moving to right there, get them out of column movement, and they are going to go up and start engaging the pads. Better chance against the pads. 5s do. I can live with that. Let's see. These guys, go ahead and move them there, take them out of march. Now, say 9 and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you know what? Let's go ahead and take them out of march. And they are going to start dropping some. And a whole hassle of stuff down here. More artillery. More towed artillery. All right, well, you get to go up there with the rest of the towed artillery. And let's get you up here. Whoops. I ran into traffic jam. And then the rest of them. Let's get you right there. Keep you on march column for now. Well, the advance is going a little bit better than I expected. Again, I was not expecting NATO to push so hard across the bridge. Big old stack of stuff. And part of me wants to drop a persistent chemical right there on top of their heads. But we're going to save that. I've got plans for the persistent chemicals. So yeah, that's basically all my units. Go ahead and go to the next stack. A recon unit didn't do much. The recon, they're not doing much. First air defense. Yeah, let's leave them there. And a whole passel of crap up here. A whole passel of crap there. You know, I feel sorry for the Soviet traffic guards. They've got a hell of a mess to deal with. So, all units have been considered. Now, let's see what NATO does. See how mines badly they do. Yeah, they're going to try to hit the engineers. Disrupt the engineers. I can't get the bridge. They're still pushing across the bridge. Interesting. Don't know what they're doing. Other than just maybe forming up a line for the eventual fall of Lachamine. Continuing to fall back. Yeah, I got it. I've got it. Next turn, I've got it. Apaches haven't run out of ammo. I'm using Apaches. Computer cheats. Hey, there we go. Good thing is I'm throwing a lot of fire back at them. Not doing as much casualties as I used to. One thing I do have on my because they anybody who's ever played Soviets still All right, that's it. End of turn 3. Been at this for probably half hour, 45 minutes now. Good point to cut it right here. Again, if y'all have any tactical suggestions, some advice, and something you'd like to see me play out on the battlefield, drop a comment in the comment section. You know, I love your guys' comments. Mostly appreciate your constructive criticism as well. So always keep laying that on me. And I'll talk to y'all next time.